25 years.
He was taken
because we're old.
overall.
And every year we get to spend a week or two out here this time of year.
Center can help.
So
Sante has successfully treated thousands with all types of addictions. Talk with the counselor anytime at 800.
Gets us out of Texas heat,
Details at santecenter.com. It is the Ticket Ticker. I'm Kevin Landrum, Sports Radio 96.7.
All right, here we go.
This is Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket. Broadcasting live from the TXU Energy Mothership. KTCK AM Dallas Fort Worth. KTCK FM Flower Mound. A Cumulus media station. Get hot sports opinions on everything during the Hardline. Listen afternoons from 3 till 7 on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Tick.
All right, we are live here at Cowboys Training Camp on the tennis courts in Oxnard. And look who walks in. It is one of the newest Cowboys, Kaiir Elam, all the way from Florida out to California. How are you, man?
I'm doing well, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be out here. I'm blessed to be a Cowboy. I'm excited for this interview.
Oh, good. We're excited to have you out here. So you're from Florida, and you went to a school that I saw and I instantly recognized it, the Benjamin School.
Right.
Like that's kind of a cool school, like where there's famous people whose kids go there and stuff like that. Did you go there with any famous kids or parents who had kids, famous parents?
I don't know about famous, but a lot of wealthy guys, a lot of wealthy people, a lot of wealthy lawyers, doctors, some astronauts, some successful business people. Their kids, yeah, I did.
Was it? I mean, good school though.
It was a great school. I mean, it was very challenging academically, just because they try to make it harder so college is easy.
Yeah,
but prepared me well for college.
Was college easy?
College was easy.
Yeah,
I would say it was easy. Yeah.
All right. No knock on Florida, University of Florida, though.
No, yeah, that's a public Ivy.
Yeah,
Florida's a hard school, but for me, we had that's football schedule, so it wasn't too much school.
Yeah,
we had help too. So,
what was your major?
My first 2 years was finance. And I switched to business management once I realized I could leave school and make a lot of money.
So did you finish, or how many hours you got left?
No, I think I have 2 more semesters left.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I feel like getting a degree is very important. Just for a social status. I mean, it doesn't guarantee you a job, but I mean, I just wouldn't do it so I can, tell my kids I did it. Just so
lead by example.
Exactly.
So, how many Dallas Cowboy games would you say you've attended over the years?
With my dad, I probably when my dad played here, I probably like 3 each season he played, so maybe like 6 in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were kind of tiny.
Yeah, I was probably 2006 was his first stint, so I was like 5 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the second stint, I think I was probably like maybe 9.
So you got to go to the old stadium.
Yeah, you're old school.
Yeah.
You've been to Texas Stadium.
Roy Williams. I remember wide receiver Roy Williams. Who else was on that team?
The other Roy Williams.
Kerry Rhodes on that team play cornerback.
Who's that?
Kerry Rhodes, the cornerback. He's 25.
I don't believe Kerry Rhodes. No, I don't think so. But
I'm trying to think who are the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, Romo was on that team.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
sure.
And Witten and DeMarcus Ware and those dudes.
Right.
Jay Ratliff.
I remember a lot of those guys. I was a big football fan. I wasn't allowed to play until I was in 8th grade, though.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
not even flag football.
I mean, I played at school. I played like in the street and stuff with my friends and stuff, but I wasn't allowed to play tackle.
Was that mom or dad that said that?
It was pretty much my dad not trying to force sports on me. And my mom, I mean, she didn't really care, but my dad was more so like, he started early at an early age and like 4 or 5. So, he's probably like dealt with a lot of injuries and a lot of head trauma and stuff like that. So he never wanted me to like force the sport on me. But I was always asking to play, but yeah.
So your dad, Abram, he wore 26. Did you think about approaching Deron Bland and asking you could swap? Make an offer?
Nah, I love my dad, but I'm my own man. I try to just pick a number that I felt like I was gonna see myself succeed in, and
any significance to 20?
Nah, no significance. It was just I done just an increment of 5. So 5 is my favorite number. That's the day and the month I was born. So I always wore number 5 my whole life. So
all right. So this is Kaiir Elam, and your dad was one of those Parcells guys who jumped around with him a little bit, and helped install things. So you spent your first 3 seasons in Buffalo.
Mhm.
You were a first-round pick out of Florida, and I remember you in your draft year, and remember the Bills going to get you. This represents a fresh start for you.
Mhm.
What does that mean? Like, how I'm curious about your path and what you see this opportunity as for you personally.
Honestly, I see it as God gave me an opportunity to show what I could do with a full chance, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like early on in my career I was kind of discouraged, you know, coming in having expectations for myself and, you know, wanting to be like dominant like I was at Florida, University of Florida. You know, I went there for 3 years and I started as a true freshman, not the first couple of games, but I started and played well as All-American. You know what I mean? SEC, all SEC my second year, my third year, obviously was a first-round pick. So, I mean, I had an expectation of playing well every chance I got. So, you know, coming into Buffalo and having to get into a rotation and things like that, I feel like I kind of got discouraged just because, like, I wasn't where I wanted to be. But as I grew into a man, I just put my head down and grind and try to help me like get back to where I was mentally. And I've been doing I feel like I've been doing all the right things to take that next step.
Boy, we talk about this all the time, Kaiir, and you're an example of it. We say sometimes professional athletes never fail at anything till they get to the pros, and then it's like, okay, now how do you respond to that? But because of high school, college, things are easy because you guys are so freaking talented.
Yeah.
Then you get here and it's not as easy.
Right.
And then how does that guy respond? And I think we see this probably quite a bit.
For sure. You know, there's times where I play well too. Like I wouldn't say I failed. You know what I mean? I try my behind off. You know what I mean? I got guys to stay with me after practice and so I can work on my craft and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's no shade to Buffalo. Like I gave it my all. Like I don't have my head down about it. You know what I mean? I would love to be a successful player, like for the first team I started with, but that doesn't mean I can't be successful.
No.
You know what I mean? So I'm just really trying to just be a consistent dog for this team. That's all. Just be a consistent dog and really just improve, you know, my things I need to improve on and all around just be a consistent dog. You know what I mean? A guy that the coaches can be like, okay, this guy came in every day, you know what I mean? He worked his behind off. He made plays for us, you know what I mean? I can trust him on the field and, you know, and let the chips vary. Like, obviously I want to be the most dominant player, cornerback in the NFL, but, you know, I just got to take it one day at a time, one moment, one rep, you know?
Was it a culture shock going from Florida to Buffalo, just from a weather standpoint, from people standpoint? I mean, I'm sure it was probably a place you'd not spend a lot of time.
Right. I was open to a new experience. You know, I mean, I've never played in the cold. I've never been up north that far. But it was a blessing. You know what I mean? Because I got to learn how to win. You know what I mean? I got to see what attention to detail really looked like. I got to see Josh transition to being who he was when I first got there into the league MVP. I was able to go against him every day at practice and to make myself better and to go against Stephon Diggs, you know what I mean, guys like that, and seeing what it looks like to go and win. You know what I mean? We could never beat the Chiefs in the playoffs or we lost to the Bengals my first year, but you know, it's still a blessing in disguise for me to go there because I feel like I learned a lot. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as a failure. I look at it as just a chance for me to just, you know, show what I could do here. You know?
When you were in Buffalo, you were a teammate of Demar Hamlin.
Right.
How surreal was that when that happened, and how did that affect you personally? Like, did it change the way you approached the game at all, or did it give you any kind of pause?
You know, when it happened right in front of me, honestly, that tackle, it kind of put the game into perspective of you can't take anything for granted. You know what I mean? Because the guy was just fine a second ago, and now he's, you know what I'm saying, he just passed away on the field. You know,
Jeez.
And you know, he went a long time without oxygen, and you know, we didn't think, we seen him like take his last breath for a second. So it was surreal, but you know, it was something that, you know, I'll never forget, and I just would never take, you know, life for granted. You know, even playing a game of sports, like you think you just going out there making a tackle, a routine tackle or hit, and then all of a sudden the guy just collapsed. You know what I mean? So that was it was something I feel like God just showed us to, you know, appreciate life and to never take it for granted. You know.
This is Kaiir Elam with us, Cowboys very excited to get their hands on you. But let me ask you one more Buffalo question.
For sure.
How's the lake effect? Were you? In fact, let me ask it another way. That one game, was your SUV fully or whatever you drive, was that fully buried by the snow? And how'd that go?
That happened a couple of times. That wasn't just one time. That happened a couple of times. I remember my first year that the airport shut down for like a week or two. Yeah, that was different, man. I mean, it was different, man. It was something that I wasn't prepared for. I'll tell you that much. But
humans aren't meant to live in those
everything happened
conditions.
for a reason, man. Everything happened for a reason. My time in Buffalo was a time for me to learn and grow, and then now I feel like now it's time for me to just be a consistent dog and do the things necessary for us to go in.
Okay, and then the other thing was just in these last playoffs. I know you. I think Benford got hurt. You go into the game and just do this for us because we're never going to be you. We're never going to know what this is like.
Facts.
You go out there on the field, and Patrick Mahomes kind of looks like he's the type of guy to, if a new corner comes on who hasn't been playing, we're going to go after him a little bit.
Facts.
What's that like, man? Tell normal people what dealing with Patrick Mahomes in a playoff setting is like.
I mean, everybody going to have their own opinion of it, but you never going to actually know what it's like until it happens to you. You know what I mean? And for some people that never have the chance for that to happen to them. My time in Buffalo, I've always just tried to put in the work and be prepared for my opportunity. You know what I mean? If that came from a guy getting injured or if that came from me just going out there and they say, hey, you the guy. So I feel like I was prepared, but at the same time, shoot, I feel like the stakes were high, and there was times where when I got in, it was like, I gotta respect this guy's speed. Worthy runs a 4.2. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go in there cold and not have that on my head. You have to be conscious of that. So I mean, he caught a hitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was times where my hands were too high, and I feel like I trained for that not to happen. But it's just a learning lesson. Honestly, like I really feel like when I get my opportunity, it's gonna show. But
it just feels like a mentality thing, though. When you say I got down on myself a little bit, and then you're describing
early.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. I'm saying so much of doing what you do, though, is just having your head right.
Facts.
Okay.
Now my head is exactly where it needs to be. One play at a time.
I love it.
But it was just like early, like like I said, like my rookie year, like it was, like I said, I was going from being the guy to going in the NFL, fighting to earn a starting spot. You know what I mean? And things didn't go my way. But early, like obviously when life punches you in the mouth, you're not gonna lay down. You got to get up and keep fighting. So I feel like I did that, and I'm not hanging my head over it. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
I went in there against the Chiefs. Didn't give up a touchdown. Didn't give up a big play. Like we still had a chance to win the game. Like I felt like it's an opportunity for me to go make a play, but it never came. So next game. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
was there a time when you were a little kid? You mentioned going to see your dad play when he was with the Cowboys, but did you grow up specifically being a fan of whatever team your dad was playing for, or did you have a team on your own that you loved?
No, I never had a favorite team. I just like players. I like watching Charles Woodson. I like Darrelle Revis. I like Patrick Peterson. Those are my guys that no matter what team I was on, I was always just fans of them. You know what I mean? I love my dad. So I was always cheering for him. But I was never a fan of teams.
Are you glued to any NBA team from a fan standpoint?
Nah,
you're not.
I just like players, man.
That seems to be more your generation's thing, though. Like you guys are tied more to players than you are teams.
Facts. Because the team's gonna do what's best for them, and the players gonna do what's best for them at the end of the day. So you can't really get. I feel like when you younger, you take the team that is more appealing to you or whatever. But I just feel like players move on, people change, things like that. So I just like.
So Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron?
Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron. I never got to watch Jordan. LeBron has been dominant since I've been born. So,
but who is your guy?
Shoot, there is no guy. They got to play 1-on-1 and see who king of the court who wins.
But you were saying you follow players. Do you have a favorite NBA player?
My favorite player at the moment is Anthony Edwards.
I
seen him come to Florida and put up like 30 points. When I was a sophomore or junior. He was a freshman. I think I was a junior at the time, and he came in the gym and scored 33 points, over 30 or 29 or something like that. And I've never seen nobody score over 25 in college basketball. It's two halves. So I seen that and I was just like, okay, this guy can be something special. And then just seeing him playing, following his career, I was just like, man, he's a dude and he's a dog. He defends, guards your best player, goes and score. So I like that.
Yeah, you guys had a pretty good squad down there in Gainesville yourself, right?
For sure.
So tell us about practice today, because we've been coming here a long time,
right?
And I've never seen coaches running around like that. I've never seen music going while you guys are scrimmaging. It felt like a pretty hyped up practice.
For sure. That's how it's been since I've been here, though. Like, the coaches are real enthusiastic. You know what I mean? They always not only holding us to a standard, but they hold themselves to a standard as well. Like when they bring energy, when they bring the juice, and just the competitiveness to even to meetings, and I love that, man. I love that.
The whole defensive sideline went nuts when Marshawn Nealon picked off Dak for the pick six.
Right. I mean, that's just the energy and the juice that I mean, it starts from the top. You know what I mean? Coach Shotty does a great job, and then it trickles down to us. And we just got to do our part. Everybody just has to do our part.
Well, we're super excited about your opportunity, man. We definitely know they're going to be calling upon you.
Yeah, they need you right now.
They need the corner room to step up big, and you're a big part of that.
Definitely. I'm gonna just be a consistent dog, man. That's my goal for myself, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, they need all the dogs they can get. Okay. So, Kaiir, great to have you on the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
We wish you
nice
well.
To meet you.
I appreciate you.
That is
good to meet you, man.
Thank you, man.
Kaiir
Nice
Elam. All right, live from camp. 410 on the ticket.
The ticket presents the Cowboys Training Camp's State of the Team
Thank you.
press conference.
InterHealth. We do, and I don't mean this. I have things undone, dangling participles. I bet I have 20 of them every day in some pretty serious areas.
Unpack this statement from
InterHealth. Again, I want to mention
InterHealth.
it. We're here with everybody under contract. I am not the least concerned about having any dangling participles out here on a contract anywhere.
Brought to you by Dallas Men's Health and Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Well, InterHealth is why they say they're redefining treatment. Now, what does that mean? Well, InterHealth isn't rehab. It's treatment for substance use, anxiety, depression, and more. Their world-class treatment team is the best and brightest in addiction and mental health treatment. InterHealth's integrated treatment model. At InterHealth, your recovery isn't managed in separate silos. No, they're all working together with psychological, social, lifestyle, medical history, and lab work, a full biomechanical, metabolic, and petrophysical profile, providing you with an integrated picture of your mental and physical health and how they interrelate. At their DFW InterHealth Ranch and outpatient locations, you can find not only